Welcome back. So far we have learned variables, data types, and operators. Now it's time to make our programs smart, to make decisions using conditional statements. This is what allows your program to react differently depending on the input. Let us first understand syntax of every conditional statement. The if statement checks a condition. If the condition is true, then the code inside the curly braces runs. Sometimes we want one action if the condition is true and another if it's false. That's what else is for. We use if, then the condition. Inside the curly braces, we write our code, and then else, and then our code. Now sometimes we have multiple conditions. Else if lets us check additional cases. The first true condition runs and the rest are skipped. For this we have the syntax if, then condition and curly braces, else if condition and then curly braces, and then else and curly braces. Now what is nested if? If statements can be nested inside each other for more complex decisions. You don't get it, right? Let's have a look at this program and understand everything. Now in this program, we are asking the user to enter his or her age, and then we have written if conditional statement. If condition. Now what does this condition say? It says if the age is greater than or equal to 18, we will print you are an adult. But what if the user enters age lower than 18? For that, we have else condition. We have written if the age is above or equal to 18, you are an adult, else you are a minor. Code inside this curly brace only runs when age is above 18 or is 18. If it's something else, the code inside these curly braces will run. Now let's see else if ladder. Now what we are doing here? We are checking if age is below 13, then the user is a child. If it's below 18, then the user is teenager. Else the user is adult. Let's understand these lines of our program. Now we are asking the user to enter the score. If score is above or equal to 50, the code inside this curly brace will run. If it's not equal to 50 or is below 50, then these line will execute, which will show us failed. Now what if the user enters 51? Here the program is checking if the score is above 90 or equal to 90. If this condition is true, then we will have the output excellent. But if this condition is false, we will have passed as our output. We also have an alternative to multiple if-else statements. That alternative is called switch statement. Let's understand the syntax of switch statement. First, we write switch and then the condition, and inside the curly braces we write case and first value, value 1. With colons, we write our code and then we use break. After that, we again declare case, value 2, colons, our code, then again a break. Now what is this default? This default is similar to else. We write default, colons, our code, and then close the curly brace. Switch is useful when you compare one variable with multiple fixed values. Always remember to use break after each case to avoid falling through. Let's see the program. In this program, we are asking the user to enter day number. 1 for Monday, 2 for Tuesday, 3 for Wednesday, and so on. And if the user writes 8 or 9 or any other number, we will print invalid day. Here we have asked the user to enter the day number, and then we have switch day. It will hold the value case 1. If the value is 1, then it will print Monday, and then we have used break. If the value here is 2, then it will print Tuesday. But if the value is other than 1 to 7, it will directly come to default and print invalid day. I hope you understood every conditional statements with these programs. Now this is the program you have to write yourself using both if else and switch conditional statement. If you got it working, drop a comment similar to this graphic. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you can continue learning C++ step by step.